The Sixers control the tap. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Embiid. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Celtics have it. Irving. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Irving into the front court. Down 4. Throws it down.
Jason Tatum finished 3rd amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Jumper's good.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Simmons to Embiid. Redick, the drive, right to the basket. To Simmons. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Redick. Can't connect. Another shot stays out. Irving brings the ball up court. To Hayward. Probing the defense. Irving to Jaylen Brown. Inside, he scores.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense to Horford. Hayward buries it on the catch and shoot. You look at Gordon Hayward, who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the size to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Boston with the basketball.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Marcus Morris. Off the assist.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Fultz. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
And he finishes at the rim.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Fultz into the front court, trailing by 4. And he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over.
Shot, boy.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Morris. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Here comes the screen. Deep 3 at the buzzer, and it's no good. Can add to their lead. Time's run out at the end of this first quarter. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
Taken by the Sixers. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Fultz. Fires the 3. He's not known for that. Markelle Fultz, the former #1 pick, hits a tough shot.
I got to be real here. I think he was the only one expecting to shoot that shot. The crowd, the coaching staff, every other player on the court, and myself, all of our mouths are left wide open right now.
Here comes the screen. To Horford. Sixers have it. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Markelle Fultz. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Gets it in the left corner. From long range. No good. Going to launch beyond the arc. Robert Covington is long, and it pays off with the 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Horford. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Simmons to McConnell. And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Boston.
Simmons to Embiid. Oh, Horford up to block the shot. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Simmons brings the ball up court. To Embiid. Redick. Short jumper stays out.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Horford. And scores on the step back. Unguardable Jet.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces, with fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
Here comes the screen. To Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward to Marcus Smart. To Irving. Baseline drive. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Philadelphia, number 20, Markelle Fultz.
Defense, let's go. Double.
Fultz.
On the tip.
Nice pass to get things going.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kyrie with the rock.
I got him. Here we go.
No good, and no foul.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Celtics have it. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. First half in the books. The Celtics have the lead.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Celtics will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They don't have a single player that can claim double figures in scoring. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Tatum was like a magician on the hardwood, consistently fooling the ball handler and creating a ton of extra possessions for his team. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
And Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gained from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
To Redick. Simmons to Redick. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Another shot won't go either. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Irving. Simmons with it. His guy's down 3. And draws the foul.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Redick with it. His guys now down by a point. Celtics come away with it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Simmons with the denial. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys now trailing by a point to Covington. Inside, he scores.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Deep left corner. To Hayward. Redick to Simmons. A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Horford. Shot stopped by Embiid. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Horford to Hayward. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Simmons. Covington. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers control it. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Simmons. To Embiid. Trying to cash in. The shot by Simmons won't go down. Brown with it up top. Leads one to Irving. To Horford. Shot clock winding down. Tatum. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
This 11-year veteran has emerged as a uniquely stabilizing force for any team he plays on. He may not ever win a prize for his fiery oratory, but his steady demeanor is part of what makes him invaluable.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Hayward to Marcus Smart. Now a steal by Philly. Fultz with the basketball. Down by one. Has a chance. Shot by Fultz, no good. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Desperation shot here from half court. Third quarter comes to an end. The 76ers have the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A one-point game as we get things back going here in the fourth. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Markelle Fultz to McConnell. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Horford. Knocked loose. Horford. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Shot misses there by Smart. Fultz into the front court. Leads 3. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Simmons to McConnell. To Fultz. Fine to shoot. Trying to cash in. Fultz with a shot off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound pulled down by Simmons. Philadelphia with the basketball. Fultz. And a pass stolen by Boston. Rozier with it. Down a point. To Horford. Gets a look. Can't hit. To McConnell. Markelle Fultz. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a chance. Shot by Saric off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Jaylen Brown. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
I think everyone in this building knows it's going to come down to the last 2 minutes. This game is going to be won with who decides to really show up on the defensive end of the ball.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in for the 76ers.
Fultz to Simmons. Redick. Able to convert inside.
The passing has been great, but the movement without the ball has been even better. Seeing a play before it happens is a skill set a lot of people don't talk about. But a great pass combined with great movement, good luck with that.
Irving to Horford. To Irving. Trying to cash in, and he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Ben Simmons with the rock. To Covington. Simmons. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Robert Covington is long, and it pays off with the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot to Hayward. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
Wraps him up. That's intentional. And the ref calls it.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Timeout Boston. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Hayward had made his first couple, but he misses there. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. He'll let one fly from half court. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a close game. When you're able to get steals like they did here today, it greatly improves your chances of winning. The Celtics lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Simmons put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.